Hello and good morning from here. Welcome to this live session. It is still an early Monday morning. The London market is not even open yet. Okay, good morning, Sam. Welcome. Sam, I think I've seen your chat. It's absolutely correct. It is very brilliant, just like Hector said. You drew those lines very correctly. Okay, there is nothing more to shed light there. You are very correct with your chart. I have seen that. Everything is okay. So if price comes down, it should be reacting off the lower leg of that channel. Anyway, I'm going to look at it for you to also see that. Okay. All right, today's Monday, like I said, still early in the week, so you shouldn't expect much to happen because the traders are still trying to prepare themselves, take appropriate decisions, and of course this is FOMC and NFP week, so you should expect a very slow opening for the week. If you don't see anything to trade, it is better to walk away. Okay. All right, looking into the Forex Factory economical calendar for today to see those high impact news announcements that are scheduled to be released. And as you know, we only concentrate on those red items. On the red items, we don't pay attention to those medium term or medium impact news announcements or low impact news announcements. We only pay attention to high impact news announcements and possibly bank holidays. Okay. Today's bank holiday coming from Canada, so all Canadian dollar crosses might be seeing abnormal price volatility. You are supposed to avoid trading all Canadian dollar crosses today because with that bank holiday, remember the banks are also major movers of the market, and so with that bank holiday, there might be some abnormal price action with Canadian dollar crosses. Early this morning, we will be having one news announcement from England that's affecting all sterling pounds crosses. So again, be very watchful, check the news release hour, and be careful with all sterling pounds crosses. I mean GBP USD, GBP CHF, okay, CHF. All of those sterling pounds crosses. And finally, we have one news announcement which will be coming later on during the New York session, coming from the American dollar axis. So you have to pay attention to that as well, just to be sure you are not caught up in the news announcement. All right, let's look into a few pairs here, beginning with the New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. Last week, we saw that trend, that push to the downside, where price was giving us a lower swing lows, okay, lower swing highs as well. It was just a push into the downside, but again, it is not all trends that are tradable. Okay, it is not all trends that are tradable. In all of this movement to the downside, trust me if I tell you that it is absolutely difficult to trade in this type of trending market condition. The price action itself is really bad. It is not worth it at all. In fact, it is like a channel. It is like a channel. You can see the swing up and down. It is really bad. And now we are entering into another possible channel. That swing there. Okay, now looking into the 4 hours time frame, we could have a trend line from that high. You will see that that trend line was broken. Okay, it was broken. If you are hitting on your sell button, you will effectively be trading against some levels of support here. Even though the breakout is not really clean for us to trade a possible bounce of that level to the upside, but this is not an area to go short. All right, there are multiple levels of support around that point. If you must go short, then wait for price to come down. Then from there on, you can be looking for your short opportunities below that level. At this point, you'll be trading, you'll be clashing with heavy levels of support. So for the sake of simplicity, let's just keep this one here. I'm going to show you that in the okay 1 hour time frame. Let me show you. Let's keep this double high. It was resistance here, right there. Now retested again as resistance, so keep that. We also have double level of support here as support, so we are going to draw that. Okay, now as much as we are finding other inner patterns or inner price action within this range, the price action as a whole in the 1 hour time frame is a possible range where this area here is resistance and this one here is support. Okay, so we might have a possible overall range in market. If we are to go long, then we want a possible buy opportunity. Okay, I am not telling you to go long as soon as price breaks above. It all depends on the type of trading strategy that you are trading, and most times it breaks and comes back down, taking out all stop losses. Your trading strategy should be able to tell you when to jump in or not. Okay, for us, we'll keep monitoring price, but for now the idea here is that this pair is in a possible range and it is not a very suitable market condition for us to trade. If you must trade, if you are a range trader, then this is resistance. You should be selling off resistance and buying off support. Okay, again, we will not be trading here. All right, let's look into another one, the sterling pounds against the Australian dollar. You can see the price action for the past few days. It hasn't been going anywhere at all. It's more of a range. Maybe look at that. That's the area of resistance. We got that fake breakout there. Okay, fake. Price is now looking to push back up again. Let's mark our key levels. Looking into the 4 hours time frame. All right, this is the 4 hours time frame. We actually had a trend line that got broken somewhere around in there. Okay, we are also finding this area here holding price multiple times, and this one here holding price multiple times. So effectively, the 4 hours time frame, we have a range again. So the market has been ranging, and that is why in previous live sessions I have been telling you that it is absolutely difficult for the intraday trader to make money in ranging markets. So keep this level as support and also keep this area as resistance. All right, so price is in the middle of that range. You should not be taking trades here. At best, you want to wait around levels of support and what resistance, not here, not in the middle of that range. So for us, it is a range. We'll be avoiding this chart for now. I just want to show you so you can apply caution in your trading. All right, next one, American dollar against the Swiss franc. Well, we discussed this pair yesterday. Most of the American dollar crosses. The price is in more of a flat top range. Okay, more of a flat top range. We are seeing, excuse me, we're seeing what looks like a pullback to somewhere here. That's where it should be coming back down. And remember, the American dollar against the Swiss franc is an NFP and FOMC candidate. So you should be careful with this because we might see abnormal price volatility as well. The lower leg of this rising line here has not been hit. So price has the potential to come down to hit that level. So be careful hitting on your buy button. In the 1 hour time frame, we have an area that has been acting as both support and resistance. This zone, you can see that area there as support, this one as resistance. So let's just keep a line here. All right, so this is a problematic zone. Even as price is making that pullback, if it comes to that point, it is going to be finding resistance for a possible bounce to the downside. Well, this is an ugly price pattern that we will not be involved in. All right, we will not be trading there. Like I said, I just want to show you so you will know possible levels of support and resistance. Then we have this level here acting as support. That's double level there. So we can also keep a line around that point. So for today, we have marked our key levels of support and resistance. Intraday level of support is this one here, that respected there. Intraday level of resistance is this one here, that also respected here. So that's resistance. Price is in the middle. You should not be trading here. You should not be clicking on your buy or sell button there. At best, you want price to come close to resistance or close to support. All right. Okay. Finally, the American dollar against the Canadian dollar. I am sorry, there is nothing much to talk about this time because the market has just opened. American dollar against the Canadian dollar. This is the 1 hour time frame. We were quite flat. Price was flat for some days, so many days. Actually, last week we got our entry somewhere here. I think somewhere there was our entry, but we closed the trade out quite early, and you can see how price just dropped to the downside. We are seeing a downtrend. This is a downtrend at least for 2 days. Price has been pushing to the downside, giving us the hint that the direction is more to the downside. So what do we need to do? Let's draw levels of support and resistance. First, here's a trend line connecting those highs. Since we have a trend, we need to draw a trend line. All right, you can see how price has been respecting that level. Actually, I missed a trade here last week. I missed an entry around here last week. Anyway, it's gone, so look for further trading opportunities. Price seems to be pulling back to retest that trend line. All right, in the intraday time frame. Well, in my opinion, like I said yesterday, this might be a late entry. Most of you might be thinking to go short around that trend line. It might be a late entry, very late entry. In fact, most of those technical counter trend lines have been broken back up. Look at that line, respected here, respected here. If price had gone to bounce off that point, that would have been valid, but it has been broken back up. Okay, so if you take a sell there, it might come back here, bounce against you again. So it is not a clean zone to take any trade. For me, price should make a pullback again. We shall mark this high. If you must trade here, which of course I will not be trading here myself because I'm expecting a range. All right, I'm expecting price to even push up to that zone, that area. Yeah, that's a Friday's high, and from there on we might see price coming back down again, where effectively we might be having a range formation. Okay, you need to anticipate a range formation. This line is under serious threat. It might not hold price that strongly again. We might be having price coming to challenge that level of resistance somewhere there, then from there on coming back down. The directional bias is still to the downside. In the very long term, the monthly time frame, yes, I agree with you, Etam. You have sent your chart. There is a line here. I think I said that yesterday. There is a line there. That's that bounced here, this one here. Okay, but for the sake of simplicity, I have just left that channel. I am quite aware there is a line there. All right, so that's it. For me, it's the weekend continues. I will keep monitoring price. There is no need to force trades. If you take between 2 to 5 trades in a week, okay, given this type of market condition, you are just okay. When the market condition gets better, you can even take 3 trades every single day. But when the market condition is bad, I'm sorry, you might not be able to find valid trading opportunities, and you only want to trade when you find valid trading opportunities. You don't just want to trade because you feel like trading. So you only want to trade when you find valid trading opportunities. Well, no, those charts, there is nothing to comment there for now. Okay, I don't just want to talk, so I'm not going to comment anything there for now. Okay, I think we have done enough analysis in the weekend about those charts, so I don't know what I'll be talking there anymore. All right, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. If you have questions, contributions as usual, please feel absolutely free to ask them in the live chat window, and we'll be discussing them there with you. The YouTube live chat window is also available. You can send your questions there and all will be responded to. Thanks again. We'll talk